Testing, testing, testing. Hey, can you guys hear me? Pretty Girl Club. Please let me know if I'm echoing. Logan says hello. Somber Cat says hello, I can hear. Aware says girl. Dune says hi. Tiffy H says hey. Hey, Pretty Girl Club. So, I just wanted to do a random pop up live stream so we could celebrate 24,000 exoticals. That is so freaking cool. So I was talking to some of you guys in the Discord, and we were just talking about doing a little live stream, kind of a late night stream, while all of us are doing our beauty routines. So I got my face mask stuff. So I'm just chilling like in my bedroom right now. Um, yeah, let me know if you can hear okay. And if I'm breathing in the mic really heavily, I'm sorry. And if I sound dehydrated, I'm sorry. I've been doing so much crap lately. I've just been all over the place in a good way though. Rom-com girly. That's a cute name. She says, "Hey." Sarah M says, "Can hear you. We love you." Oh, I love you too. I love the pretty girl club. Don't you love being an exotical? Don't you love being a pretty girl? There's nothing better than being pretty, smart, and freaking rich. Okay, I'm not rich yet, but we're getting there, okay? We're making our progress out here in these YouTube streets. Let me read some of these comments here. I am still trying to like scroll up. So let's see. Earthiana says 1, 2, 3. Yes, we can hear. There's no echo. I can hear you. Congrats. Soraya Lynn Studio says, I literally listened to you on my walk this morning and got a green smoothie. Oh my gosh, yes. Those are some pretty girl habits. So, my favorite smoothie is, I love any smoothie that is like a dark purple color. So, blueberry, beet smoothies and like beet juice, especially, you know, those juices from Whole Foods? They say that juicing actually raises your blood sugar. So, I try to do more smoothies than juices because if you do a smoothie, you are retaining the fiber content. So, okay, by the way, one of, my biggest weight loss keys is fiber. So make sure to get your fiber, make sure to go boo-boo every single day, make sure to get a good boo-boo in. Celine says, "Hi, EU." Hey, Celine. Logan says, "Bought some dupe skincare stuff at the Dollar Tree." Oh my gosh. Okay, so there is this primer from the Dollar Tree. I am obsessed with it. I need to go back there. I got a really good primer from the Dollar Tree. I also got some really pretty eyelashes from the Dollar Tree. I haven't been there in a long time because I see a lot of homeless people in there, but you know what? It's all good. Romcom Girly says, "You sound great." Meredith Gray, congrats 24K. Oh, I'm going to be adding some more mods too one of these days because, you know, since we're popping out here in these YouTube streets, we got to get the pretty girl moderators on deck, okay? The pretty girl army is rising up. So, Aware says, congrats on 24K subs, more to come. Nicole Angelina says, my nickname is Pretty Hawk. Oh, that's a cute nickname. Lex No Luther says, hey, pretty. Aries Goddess, shout out to the Aries. That's one of my favorite signs. If you're an Aries, I love you. If you're an Aquarius, I love you. If you're a Pisces, I love you. If you're a Cancer, I love you. We are gonna be toxic together. If you're a Cancer, we're gonna have like a fun friendship. It's gonna be slightly toxic. We're gonna mess up the friend group, but I love you still if you're a Cancer. This stream is gonna be all over the place. So, do you guys believe in manifesting? By the way, because I'm low key starting to believe in it, and I still have to record for my Patreon and my members page. Well, I have another members video that I just recorded. I have to get it uploaded. Also, I'm going to be hiring some editors. Yay! So I'm really excited because I literally there is such a high content demand for this channel, you guys. So, I thought that by quitting my job as an accountant that I would be able to keep up with the content demand. No, not only am I still behind, I have like 30 videos already created that are just unedited right now. So now I'm going to be able to hire some editors. So I'm going to have more content coming out, especially on the members page too, and just in general. So get ready for that. Get ready for more pretty girl content. And we've got a lot of other exoticals that are starting channels. So I'm really happy to see that there are more women of all shades and, whether you're monoracial black or a mixed race black woman, I'm so happy to see you guys like rising up and speaking up for yourselves. Shout out to Dulce K for Rosaline, Pretty in Between, the exotic brown skin. I'm just trying to think of all the exoticals I know of. Exotical Dollhouse, there are so many of you guys that I see on my algorithm. You guys are like amazing. But Celine says I prefer smoothies. Yeah, I like smoothies. Top tier Shan underscore 12 months of beauty says been consistent in the gym since July, seeing a lot of progress. That's amazing. I wish I could like recomp my body in the gym. You know how they say you could do body recomp? My body doesn't do that. You know how some women's bodies they're really good at creating muscle? My body is not like that. I feel like my body it's so difficult for me to hold muscle. My body just wants to be skinny. Meredith Gray says, I crack up every time you mention boo boo. I know everybody always laughs whenever I say boo boo. It's because of the way I say it. Nicole Angelina says, feels good to be in such beautiful company and I get to say it out loud. I love us. Isn't it nice to be around like other beautiful, confident women who allow you to stand in your own beauty? I feel like so many people, they hate beautiful, successful, smart women. So it feels good to finally have a safe space where people are not accusing us of being delusional and liars and like self righteous or thinking we're better or thinking we're all that. You think you're better than me. So this girl says, top tier Shan says, also been juice prepping weekly. Okay, so you make your own juices. I am not skilled enough to make my own juices. Um, if you hear noise in the background, it's because I'm like shuffling my stuff around. But yeah, I'm not skilled enough to make juices. I don't have a juicing machine, but I have a friend who makes her own juices, and she does have a juicing machine. She's like really healthy. She's actually, I think she's vegan or something like that. So I'm not vegan. Let's see. Daisy Rose says, "Hey EU, eating pretty is a pretty girl habit." Ooh, I like that. Eating pretty. This is my pretty girl diet. Soraya Lynn Studio says, "I'm curious how you got into modeling when you were younger. I'm 16, by the way." Oh, that's so cute. You're 16. So I did model. I started when I was about 14. I was about 14 when I started doing it. It's because like I was always tall and slim. I was always tall and slim. I had kind of like long curly hair. And also I feel like being the quote unquote only black or black adjacent person in an all white community that actually can help you to stand out. So I actually use my privilege, my black privilege to get into modeling. My parents actually helped me. So they took me to an agency for teenage models, and then I got signed. And they actually told me they were all white, obviously. They told me that they signed me because of my complexion. They actually told me that on the spot. And they said it was because of my skin's undertones and everything. They said I could wear any color, and they just liked that I stood out. So sometimes being the token can actually help you to social climb and get your exotical tax. But nowadays, I feel like there are so many other ways people can do modeling. So I've tried all of them except for I've never done promo modeling. Promo modeling is like when you're modeling in person, the women that go to car shows and stuff. I've never done cam modeling or anything like that either, or like sex modeling. But if you want to do that, I mean, get your bags, girl. Get your exotical tax. So I would say you just want to decide which one you want to do. And then you can ask your parents if you're 16, ask them to either take you to an agency. I don't know. Do teenagers like do IG modeling and stuff? I'm not sure, but I see a lot of teenage girls on Shein. They will post photos of themselves in clothes and then it'll help them get points or something. So, like, I don't know what your parents are going to allow you to do, but that's a good way that you can practice kind of being in front of the camera. So, where am I on the comments? Moolah says, "Hey EU." Celine says, "I loved your decentering men episode today." Yes, most marriages are codependent. A lot of men, when they describe, wait, is that the episode I did today? I think it is. But a lot of men, when they are describing marriage and love, they're describing codependency. She held me down. She was with me when I had nothing. Yeah, that's codependency, dude. You had nothing to offer and she stayed with you. It's like, dude, you're literally admitting that you were trash and she accepted your trash. Is that love? Is she your is she your wife or is she your mother? Talk to your Shan underscore 12 months of beauty says, any advice on how to cut the craving for junk food? How did I cut my cravings? I just started gradually replacing my cravings with like a different form of sugar. So my weakness is sweets, especially anything with frosting. Oh my gosh. If it has frosting, it's going to be gone. Like if it's one of those cookies that has frosting, if it's a cupcake with frosting, anything frosted, it's over. So one of the ways that I kind of cut cravings in that area was eating strawberries or blueberries or some sort of sweet fruit to kind of help me to satisfy that craving for sweetness, and then also using powder. So I'm getting my chocolate fix. And then if you really wanna be ghetto with it, you can just get, like, a spoonful of peanut butter and then put, like, some dark chocolate chips on the spoonful and then eat that, and it's like a fake Reese's. Well, that's kind of calorie dense. Peanut butter is actually calorie dense, but it's a start, okay? Jess says, "I was at the Dollar Tree today and Exoticals United started playing on my phone in line. I had to turn it down so fast. That was close." Yeah, if anybody asks you if you watch Exoticals United, say no. If anybody asks you if you know what an exotical is, say no. If anyone even uses that phrase, just pretend like you have no idea what it is because we are a secret society of pretty girls. Okay? We are a secret society of social climbers. And rule number 1 of social climbing is to move in silence. So, yeah, just make sure that, like, you're not logged in or make sure that, like, my channel doesn't show on your phone in front of other people. Just lie. Like, if somebody says, "Oh, do you know what this channel is?" Just lie. Because my channel is very polarizing. It's very polarizing for now. It's only polarizing right now because I'm still a smaller channel, and this channel is gonna blow up within the next 5 years, and I already know it because who else can go full time on YouTube with only 6,000 subscribers? That do you know how rare that is? That means that you've got a very passionate audience. If only 6,000 subscribers can view your content or help you to go full time. So yeah, just lie. Just pretend like you don't know who I am, or you can pretend like you don't like me. It's all good. I won't take it personally. Hold on, I'm about to get some water. So yeah, you can just pretend like you don't know who I am, pretend like you've never heard of this channel in your life, pretend like you've never heard of social climbing, you've never heard of any of that. Indigenous Exotical says, "Hey." Oh, oh, I forgot that I could do this. If you click on it, like it's gonna show it on the screen. How do I let me press this button. Okay, that's not working. So you guys are laughing. Celine says, "I will spit out my tea listening to you talk about men because it's so spot on." Exactly. I'm tired of the bullshit. It's time for us to call out the bullshit. Anna says, just did a yogurt and honey mask and OMG. Oh my gosh, Anna. Okay, so I have literally washed my face using honey. Honey is so underrated. Like, if you've never tried honey on your face, you are missing out, girl, because it makes your skin so smooth. It makes you have like poreless skin. I have used it to remove my makeup. I didn't think that that was possible. I didn't think honey could remove makeup, but yes, it can. I've also done honey mixed with green tea. So I would chop up the green tea bag or like I would break it open and then just pour out the leaves and then put it in the honey. So, yeah, that's how you get the good skin. So you can get your exotical tax. Jess says Pisces with 5 cat placements. Okay, so I don't know all the details of the placements and all that, but that's pretty cool. Caramel says late night hellos to everyone. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Anna says, what about Taurus? So, Taurus men, I don't date them. I have to say, I can't date Taurus men. We are just not compatible. But Taurus women, you guys are cool. No, no says, Aries. Yes, I love Aries so much. I have never, like, I don't think I've ever had an Aries that I don't get along with. Almost every Aries woman that I meet becomes a really close friend. Like all of my best friends throughout my life have been Aries. So I really love you guys. In terms of guys in the past, I've noticed they're usually Aquarius or Pisces. B says, "I'm an Aries. I love you back." Yes, girl. Meredith Gray says, pretty girl army, swatting the haters away every day. That's right. We're swatting away the haters and getting our exotical tax. Dirty Brat says, hey, Bookie. Hey, beautiful. How are you? Shy Donut says, Cancer Gang. Yes, I love cancers because I feel like cancers, you guys remind me of me. It's like cancers and Scorpios. Both of us are infamous and slightly toxic. So I just feel like we have that in common. So shout out to the cancers. No love for Virgos. Isn't it your birthday right now? Happy birthday, Virgos. No, I like the Virgos. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of stuttering right now. I'm like, I don't know. No, Virgos. Okay, so I will say Asamau. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So I have met some fake ass Virgos, but it's okay though. I'm not saying you, Asamau, but just other Virgos in the past have been fake ass bitches. But that's okay because you are probably different. Beyonce is a Virgo. Virgos are talented. There you go. Shout out to the Virgos. Nono says yes. Hits Hitsugaya Torish Toshiro says, "Your thoughts about the Janet and Kamala drama. What happened? Oh, is this about some guy that said Janet Jackson can't sing or something? Or I don't know. I didn't know there was Janet and Kamala drama. What happened? Are they beef? Are Janet Jackson and Kamala Harris beefing or what?" Celine says, "I do." Amanda Aka says, "Hello, my first time here. Hey, beautiful. How are you?" Nicole says, funny how when you're pretty, we can wear Dollar Tree stuff and look like $1,000,000. It's so fun being pretty. Isn't it fun being pretty? I don't have to spend $500 on my shit. I can spend $5 and still look better than these bitches. No, I'm kidding. Amanda Aka says, yes. Yes, girl. Shout out to Dulce K Exotical. Be sure to check out her channel. So Dulce K, I just reposted your TikTok today. So you guys, I'm so bad at TikTok, but I'm going to become active on there. Especially once I hire the editors. So yay. Top tier Shan says, I do sleep affirmations, changed my life for the better. Yeah, I like to affirm to myself every single day. So, yep. I'm a Libra. Do I know anything about Libras? I don't think I know that much about Libras. When is your birthday if you're a Libra? Like, what month is that? Aries says, IDK because I'm not doing it consistently. Pisces gang. Just finished my Omnilux LED light mask for my face and décolletage. Décolletage. I don't know how to say that, but yes, the neck area. She says that is truly impressive. Drop them. I need something to work out to next week. Could we get more financial and business bids? Yes, that's a good idea. So I'll probably put those behind a paywall because if we're all doing the same financial and business ideas, then it's like it kind of has no point. Um, but yes, I can do that. As far as talking about what exactly to invest in and stuff and like how to make your own streams of income, yes. Pamela says, I love your videos. Hugs from Chile. Thank you. LMAO, you done started something. Exotical tax collector reading the girl. Shout out to the exotical. We have an entire exotical tax collector. Don't mess with the exotical tax collector. You think that I'm a savage? Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. And I try to tell these people, I try to say, hey, I am the nice exotical. Okay? If anything, I'm the sweet exotical. But hey, there are some exoticals out here in these YouTube streets. They are not playing games. They will come for that ass. Nicole Angelina says, Pretty girl twirl. Congratulations on your subs. Happy for your growth. Thank you, beautiful. Body recomp is tough. Yeah, I've never been able to do it. She says, OMG, I love her, the tax collector. LOL. Yes, she is not playing games. Chanel Ellis says, hey, girl. I'm going to see a nutritionist to get on a diet plan. I lost 4 pounds so far. That's amazing. Congrats, Celine. Those darky dolls need to be taken off the shelf. Hey. This channel supports dark skin exoticals. The pretty phoenix. I, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get mad because you said darky. This girl says it's real. You might be an ectomorph though. Yeah, I think I'm a mix between ectomorph and mesomorph. Dulce K is laughing. Paralegal Babe says, Hey EU. Hey Paralegal Babe. I see you in my comment section all the time. Hey girl. Meredith says, It's easy for me to build muscle. Burning fat is hard. Okay, so I'm the opposite. It's easy for me to like burn, but hard to build the muscle. How's your vitamin D levels? They're pretty good. I like going out in the sun. So, do you eat much protein? You know what? I don't eat that much protein. I probably eat 20 grams of protein. I don't know. Will you ever show your face? I'll never confirm or deny my identity on here. So, you guys can think what you want about my identity. This girl says, You must be an ectomorph. I worked at a truck stop. Oh, okay. So, is that like the rest stop? Yeah, get a good juicer and carrots or celery. Yeah, so but with juice though, it's like, what are the benefits of the juice? Because I don't know, I've never really had that big of an effect on my body with juice. With smoothies, I have because smoothies kind of fill me up, but with the juice, I don't know. So, what has your result been like with using juice? Do you guys use it as like a replacement for meals? Like, are you just doing a liquid diet? Are you trying to get like certain nutrients? This person says, any tips for a weight plateau? Yeah, drink a lot of water and eat fiber. That helped me to break my 10-year long weight plateau. I mean, I'm already skinny, but yeah. So fiber increase and then drinking more water. Low vitamin D makes it hard to build muscle. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the sun every day. So I don't know. This girl says, I do different types of exercises and it helps with recomp. Monday sprints, upper body. Tuesday, high intensity workout. Wednesday is glutes. Thursday is bottle rope workout. Okay, I've never heard of that. Is that like double Dutch? She says, me too. This girl says, ectomorph, skinnier, burns calories, muscle, and fat easily. Yes, I lose muscle so easily. Like I've never had a six pack ever. I've never had like you know how girls have all those lines in their abs or like how guys have a 12 pack? Yeah, no. You, who are your celebrity lookalikes? I've already told you on all of my content. Pretty much any MLS celebrity you can think of. This girl says intermittent fasting will help with a weight plateau. Oh yeah, I've done that too. Intermittent fasting. Token privilege is so real. Yes, use your token privilege to your advantage. Don't listen to people who say, you don't want to be a token. that's an idiotic statement because being a token, that's a sign that you're opening doors for other people in your community. So everybody had to be a token at some point before they opened the door for other people of color. Martin Luther King had to be a token at one point. Barack Obama had to be a token at one point. Michelle Obama had to be a token at one point. So don't ever listen to people that say, oh, don't hang out with them because you're just going to be the token. Candy, oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Candy K Lane says, "Hey EU, showing love and support. Let's continue to grow and and prosper." Exotical tax. Thank you. She says, "I've done promo modeling. It was so much fun." That's cool. Yeah, I've never tried that before. She says, "2, not a 0. I'm trying to get to size 0." Okay. This girl says, "It's never too late. There are 60-year-old models." Yes, there are. You can be a model at any age. You can do modeling, you can do acting, you can do anything you want. Don't let these people tell you otherwise. I feel like I'm so behind on the comments. OMG. You guys are in the comment section. Wait, let me just scroll down because I'm like kind of behind. Somebody said thoughts on Candace Owens. I saw that she called Kamala a thought not too long ago. I don't know what else happened to her. So I heard that she supposedly got banned from YouTube. I don't know if that's true or not, but if she did, I can see why because she talks about politics. Anytime you talk about international relations or politics, I've noticed here on YouTube, YouTube is very sensitive to that type of content. So I try to be very careful when I talk about international affairs or anything of that nature, especially around the election. Oh, yeah. Like, there's a reason I haven't really made any more videos about election stuff. Dulce K says, "I'm a Taurus and I can't do Taurus men." That's funny. So what do you like in terms of what signs go with you, Dulce K? Brianna Williams says, "I am always compatible with Libra men." I guess it's Leos and Libras go together. So Leos, okay, so if you're a Leo, I'm sorry, but some Leos can just be so fake as fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Leos. I've met some annoying Leos. Oh my gosh. Oh, this girl says MLS Leo Queen here. Okay, well, I'm sure you're a great person, Red Barrel Princess. Um, but yeah, some of your fellow Leos have gotten on my nerves in the past, but they were men though, so it's all good. Carmel says, "Doing great. So glad to see so many on here tonight." Yes, shout out to all the pretty exoticals. Hey, regular degular black girl is in the building. Be sure to follow her on YouTube. She has an amazing channel. She says, "Thank you for being a friend. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a bad bitch." Thank you. I don't know if that's a song or if she's just putting notes in there. This girl says, "What defines exotic?" Please check out my 4-part What is an Exotical series because there's a difference between exotic versus exotical. So when people use the term exotic, I think they're just trying to say someone who looks different or someone who stands out from looking different. But when we use the term exotical here on YouTube, we're talking about that being exotic, but we're also talking about being exotified in the Black community, being exotified by Black men, we're talking about being exotified by our Black family members. So that's what we mean when we say exotical here in this YouTube space, here in these YouTube streets, here in this exotical YouTube neighborhood. Rom Com Girly says, "Hey, regular degular black girl, I've been binging your vids today." Yeah, she has some amazing videos. And I'm so excited for the rest of the exoticals because as my channel grows, anybody that's associated with my channel and the algorithm is going to grow as well. And then vice versa too. Any any of the smaller channels that grow, it helps my channel. I can tell based on the analytics. This girl says, "I'm an exotical who just started at an Ivy League. Congratulations, sugar free. Your channel has helped me so much with navigating Black spaces. People still try to divide in the few Black spaces here. Thank you so much." You're welcome. Exotic is not the same thing as exotical. Exotic is in the dictionary. Right. We made up our own word. Well, we didn't make up the word, but we took back this word because um, a lot of unambiguous dark skinned Black women over in the Black empowerment space, they were using the phrase exotical as a slang term to make fun of anyone who benefited from an ism. And so when I created this channel, I was thinking, what's the dumbest phrase that I can name my channel? That's literally how I named this channel. I was like, what's the dumbest, most outlandish, most crazy, attention grabbing name that I can name this channel based on like what I've been called? Um, this girl says, "Oh yeah, brown skinned exoticals is the true savage exotical." Yeah, brown skinned exoticals. She's another savage exotical for sure. Be sure to subscribe to her channel. This girl says, "I went to 165 to 115. Nice. I'm adjusting from being a C cup to an A cup, but I'm okay with it. Finally got a new bra that fits this week. Your weight loss videos, love your weight loss videos, and they help keep me on track." That's right. No big backs over here, baby. And if we are unbigging our backs over here in these exotical streets. Okay? So there's the YouTube streets, then there are the exotical streets. This is the exotical neighborhood. This is the exotical neighborhood. I absolutely love the exotical tax collector. She is savage for real. Yes. Yeah, all skin tone shades welcome here. Yes. I don't care if you're light skin, dark skin. Gia says, "Well, what is the definition of an exotical?" Please check out my four-part "What is an exotical" series. I don't know if she's being a troll or if she's being normal. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to mute anyone. I think I read this, but she says, "Hey EU, showing love and support. Let's continue to grow and prosper. Showing exotical tags." IDK, who that is? First live, glad to be here, EU. Yay! Thanks for watching, beautiful. Hey EU. Hey. Cucumbers and lemon. Yes. Oh my gosh. People sleep on cucumbers. Cucumbers are the shit. Like, if you don't eat cucumbers, you are missing out. If you are addicted to chips, like me, cucumbers will help you to overcome that. So, what I did to get rid of being addicted to barbecue chips was I would go to the store and I would get a cucumber, then I would chop it up and I would put salt and pepper on it. So it kind of tastes like kettle chips because it's like crunchy, but then it's also hydrating and then it's seasoned. So instead of having chips or popcorn, popcorn's 500 calories, by the way, just saying. Or at least the type of popcorn that I like, which is the Pop Secret. If you have an entire bag of Pop Secret, which I was doing like every day, that's 500 freaking calories. Well, with the amount of popcorn I was eating, because I have, the movie theater popcorn bowls, like the large one, I have one of those. So I used to eat that and I didn't realize I was eating 500 calories worth of popcorn. And then because I was not getting a lot of nutritional value in the foods, I would still be hungry. So, yep, that's what happens. Depends on what you put in the juice. That's what somebody said about juicing. Someone said, "I'll juice instead of drinking alcohol." Yes, I do not drink at all. I drink kombucha. So, I mean, that's kind of like a replacement. Will this stream be up tomorrow? I don't know. I'm probably gonna private this because you have to join the Discord or the Patreon if you want to know what's going on here in these exotical streets. This girl says celery juice and carrot juice are huge detox juices. I drink it in the morning to help my body wake up. I don't need caffeine anymore because of it, and it boosts my mood and clarity. See, I need to be like you, Dulce K, because I am always drinking coffee. I love coffee. I just can't stop drinking coffee. It's amazing. This girl says I gain muscle very easily, but it's difficult for me to gain weight. Okay, so you're like the lean muscle or something? Maybe like Chloe Bailey? Like that? Lean muscle, kinda like lean, curvy muscle. This girl says, "Stretching is way more important than exercise." Yeah, I have noticed that when I stretch, I definitely maintain just a healthier weight and a healthier body overall. Some days when I don't work out, just stretching, like, I will still lose weight. I'm like, "How am I losing weight just by stretching? The heck?" This girl says, "I watched one of your videos. Looking young is annoying AF. I can relate to it so much. I was wondering if you can do a video about baby face privilege." Yeah, I should do a video about that. That's a good idea, Rose. Because you're right, there is a privilege to looking young.
because our society definitely worships youth. So if you have smooth skin, people like smooth skin because they associate it with youth. So if your face is full of smooth skin and is plump and your cheeks are rounded out and stuff, that's definitely a privilege for sure. And I think that people treat you differently. I actually learned that from Lori Hill. Shout out to Lori Hill. She's a plastic surgery YouTuber. This girl says, I need to stretch so badly. That is my weak point. Yeah, let me do some stretches right now, actually, while I'm doing this. What am I doing with my life? Let me stretch my shit out. This girl says, pole dancing, been doing this for years, full body workout and muscle building. That is a good idea. I've done pole dancing before. I've done a pole dancing class. It was fun. This girl says macro and calorie counting is the easiest way for body recomp, in my opinion. Lucky Star says that just doesn't work for me. I do alternative day fasting instead. Yeah, that's kind of what I do, Lucky Star. So, like, if I eat a lot one day, then I will fast another day. No Ear Exotical says, congrats on the growth. Thank you so much for the super chat, No Ear Exotical. This girl says, yes, I'm one of your older subscribers, and I can tell you that being a token has many advantages. Don't be embarrassed by it. Exactly. Never be embarrassed to be the darkest in the room, the lightest in the room, the only person with type 4 hair, the only person with type 3 hair, because you can use that to stand out, especially if you embrace your beauty. Some women don't know how to they don't know how to work with their own beauty. And so that's why they're scared of being a token. This girl says, love your channel. Thank you, beautiful. Yes, I try to stay beside between sizes 0, 2, and 4. Yeah, I try to stay size 6 or below. EU, do you have any celebrity crushes? I don't. I actually don't believe in celebrity crushes because I don't believe in limerence. So limerence is kind of like putting someone on a pedestal that you don't know. It's kind of like fantasizing about someone you don't know or thinking about someone you don't know. So I don't think I have a celebrity crush because I don't watch a movie. Well, do I have a celebrity crush? No, I really don't. I don't because I'm demisexual, so demisexual means, like, I don't experience, like, this intense sexual attraction if I don't know the guy at all. So I don't really look at a guy and think to myself, "Oh my god, like, he's just so hot, and I wish I could talk to him." No, I don't necessarily do that. I just feel like celebrity crush culture is kind of like fangirling or like giving men a pedestal that they don't necessarily deserve. So I kind of stopped doing that probably once I hit about 19. I don't know. But if you have a celebrity crush, that's fine. But yeah, I don't. And also, I have actually met quite a few. Like, I've been very close to a few, celebrities. When I say very close, I don't mean like BFFs. I just mean like in the same vicinity or in certain parties or whatever. And I just feel like they are human beings. I feel like a crush is just a lack of information. A crush just kind of means like it's a mix between physical attraction and fantasy. That's really what it is. So because I know that it's just fantasy, it kind of ruins it for me. So as a person that, studies psychology and stuff, once I realized that, I'm like, "Oh, I'm done. I'm done with crushes." I kinda feel like it just ends up wasting my emotional energy sometimes, so but yeah, if you have a celebrity crush, that is cool. This girl says, "I got scouted when I was younger, so I'm trying to lose weight right now." Yeah, you should. This girl says, "I'm a size 0." Get it, girl. Dulce K says, "Candace Owens confuses me. I have no idea why she's talking most times." Yeah, she's probably I don't know if she's an actual political person or if she's just a YouTuber, I'm not quite sure, but I'm assuming that she's like me, where she makes money off of controversial YouTube content, and so she's probably just, feeding off of her audience, kinda like what I do, so you're feeding off the audience, you're talking about what they want you to talk about. I think Candace Owens is like a conservative she seems like a conservative divested Black woman from what I saw. I think she's, like, Catholic or something, so this girl says, "I'm 5'3" and 120 pounds. I can't seem to lose more weight. What are your tips to getting underweight?" Yeah, I'm trying to get well, I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure if I wanna get underweight because I'm literally starting to get insecure at this point. But no, to get underweight, yeah, I would say drink more water. You can do lower calories, but I would say as long as the low calories are nutritious. So, like, raw vegan or something, you should be fine. And as long as you don't feel weak, like you're gonna faint, you should be fine. And especially if you're doing a lot of protein, like spinach, arugula, nuts, beans. This girl said, Chocolate says, "You've already helped enhance my critical thinking skills. You really opened my eyes. Thank you." Celine says, "I don't want to start a war. I lean more moderately to the right, but I don't like Candace Owens. Yeah, please don't ban me." Oh, no worries. I won't ban. I don't tend to ban people based on politics. I only ban them if they come in with a malicious intent to try to argue or start drama in my comment section. Then their asses will get banned. Ashley Page says, "Male Leos are dangerous." I don't think I've ever been with a male Leo. Exotical sauce. Hey, beautiful. Chocolate says Candace Owens does have good points at times, but she does give mean girl energy. Yeah, when I first saw Candace Owens, I didn't have a problem with her because I was like, oh, okay, she's just talking about, I don't know, modesty or whatever. She's just a Christian woman or something. But yeah, Science Bay, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. She says, "Thank you for your channel. Signed an MGM Exotical. Shout out to the MGM Exoticals. Get your Exotical tax." Gia says, "Fill up on water and baking soda baths." Okay, so is the baking soda, does that draw out the toxins, I'm assuming? Or it debloats you, maybe? This girl says, "Yes, OMG, all the heavy hitters are here." Yes. Jai says, "I'm 5'3" and 120 oh, wait. I think I read that one. Dulce K says, "Virgo men, because they tend to have a lot of money and are superficial." Oh, wait, that's what you like. And then, have I ever dated a Virgo? No, I've never been around a Virgo. They have a lot of money and are superficial. Cancer men because they're emotional and mostly peaceful. And Aquarius men because shout out to the freaking Aquariuses. I love Aquariuses. I've noticed I get along well with Aquarius women. And yeah, I do get along with Aquarius men too. So I love Aquarius. Rose says, "Because I don't think I have pretty privilege, but I do have baby face." So if you have a baby face, that is technically a form of pretty privilege because your skin is pretty. Your skin is smooth. So technically that's a form of beauty. But she says, "I've always seen people saying that they don't like their baby face, but I want to learn to love it." Yeah, usually baby faces, I'm thinking of like rounded out cheeks, maybe full lips, maybe a rounded out chin, maybe doe eyes, um, maybe like soapy eyebrows or something. I don't know. That's what I think of, like a maybe a rounded out forehead. Nicole Angelina says, "Pretty girl superpowers, being fake with a pretty girl poker face." I love being a fake ass bitch sometimes. I just gotta be honest. Pretty girls have to learn how to lie, okay? You gotta learn how to lie when necessary and put on that poker face. Thank you for the 14.99 super chat. Sarah M. She says, "Thank you for your Decentering Men series. Helped me so much." Dulce K says, "Regular, degular black girl is on a roll. She cracks me up with how she reads the social media clowns to dust." Yes, be sure to subscribe to Regular, Degular, Black Girl, as well as Dulce K Exotical. Ashley Page says, "Love Michael Jackson. He was so talented. R.I.P." Yep, I don't know why you guys randomly brought up Michael Jackson. This girl says, okay, this person is a troll. Let me ban this person. They tried to put the N words in my comment. They tried to put the N word in my comment section. Silver Screen says, "Love your content on decentering men and self care. I'm currently glowing up again, advancing my degree, and unbigging my back. That's what I'm talking about, Silver Screen. Get it, girl." BB says, "Pissy could never welcome the unambiguous women like we do. I barely saw her speak praise on other channels like hers. Ask Chrissy to name 25 unambiguous black women YouTube channels that she co-signs." A lot of the unambiguous black empowerment content creators, they don't even like they don't care about creating a community. I've noticed a lot of black women on YouTube just in general don't care about creating communities with other women because they don't shout out other creators because they're threatened by them. They think that like if this other girl gets subscribers then like it's taking away from me or some shit. And so they don't shout out or other people, or they're very clicky. They only mess with one or two other channels, and they don't support others. And so, and so it makes it so that they're not as trustworthy. I don't know. Yeah, I noticed that too. Aries says, I love brown skinned exotical. She's hilarious. Yes, she is. Carmel says, great job, mods. Bob was out of pocket. Yeah, get that shit out of my comment section. Get your ass off my live stream, Bob. Did I say you could be on my live stream? Fuck out of here. Daisy Gale says, same, currently on a weight loss journey too. Yes. Dulce K, yeah, I think she's just asking. Good thing you have a series. I love that about your channel. It's an archive. Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you guys, I just started making playlists. So now when you click on a new video, hopefully a playlist will pop up with other related videos, or at least the videos they may start popping up on the side. Because, yes, at this point, I've got over 700 videos. And the reason that I make so much content is because I have to. It's because, this type of content, it's very intricate, it's very delicate. You have to be very like mindful of what you're saying with this kind of content, because if you just come on and just make one video, people are going to instantly say you're colorist, texturist, featurist, racist, anti-black, self-hating, whatever. So that's why I have 700 videos. It's because my content, it's supposed to be like a library. So each video is its own individual book. So sometimes people will be like, why are you making dating content and then you make decentering men content? That would be like going into a library and then saying, why do you have romance novels and then you have horror stories? It's like, no, this is a library. So you're supposed to have a variety of content, or at least that's what I'm doing. I have a variety of content all under the umbrella of things like decentering men, social climbing, privilege stacking. We call out hypocrisy that we see in the Black community. We've got a lot of stuff on here. Exotical content. A lot of people think my channel is only about exoticals. It's actually not. Only about 50% of my content is about exoticals, because I didn't come on here just to only talk about that. Like, not only did I want to talk to the exoticals and talk about the exoticals, but I wanted exoticals to have more visibility to everyone of all races. And so part of how I draw in other people is by making the decentering man content and, like, all this other commentary content, because then other people start looking at us and they're like, "Oh, wow. Yeah, like light-skinned black women, they do have a different experience," or, so that's a part of my strategy. Shar says the fall is the perfect time to up your self care and pampering and get cozy and make your home smell amazing. Love that for me. So I was just looking at some pillows today on Amazon, but I haven't decided if I want to get them yet. I need to stop like procrastinating, because part of me doesn't want to spend money. I was an accountant, you guys, so I'm very like, I can sometimes be a penny pincher, because I'm like, oh, what if I need that money for something else? And so I was looking at these super cute fall pillows. They're only like $20 or less than $20. But I still was like, I don't know if I want to buy them, because I'm only going to use them for like a couple weeks. This girl says they keep asking that and still not watching the video explaining it. Anyway, hey EU. Hello, First West Princess. Princess Candy says, I made a comment recently already about this, but I'm mixed with Latina and European. I found your advice to apply to a lot of mixed race people in general. Right. And that's what I love about this space. I try my best to use as much universal language as possible, so that even if somebody comes across it and they are not of African descent, they can still like relate to it. Gabrielle Nixon says, that sounds so good. Cucumbers are so satisfying. Meredith Gray says, we don't play about our exotical safe space. Exactly. So as long as you don't mind us having a safe space for like pretty privileged women, or, as long as you don't mind us talking about exoticals, then you won't have a problem with this channel. Rose Blush says, have you ever had a light skinned exotical gatekeep who gets to be considered black? Oh, absolutely. All the time. She says, in other words, harass another exotical for being light. All the time. And that's a part of our experience. That's a sign that you actually are who you say you are, because it's like you're constantly being thrown in and out of unambiguous blackness. You're being thrown in and out of light skin. You're being thrown in and out of mixed. You're being thrown in and out of all these different categories. That's called having a fluid identity. So when something is fluid, it means that it literally is going with the current. So whatever the social current is in that space, you're going to be flowing with that, or people are going to literally push you in and out of certain categories. This is why I say to have an internal locus of control and to never allow other people to identity police you. Never allow other people to tell you who you are. Never allow other people to determine your skin tone identity because, yes, skin tone actually is an identity. So that's why I say, because you know how, like, I don't use the term brown skinned on here. I just say light skin and dark skin. If you're not light skin, you're dark skin. If you're not dark skin, you're light skin. But there are some people who use the term brown skin. So don't let me tell you you can't call yourself brown skinned because if that is your skin tone identity, or if you can identify with that to the point where you feel like there are certain privileges or traumas that come with that skin tone, then you have the right to identify yourself as that. And also, this is why I don't usually talk about identity in terms of like as a conversation topic with friends. Like, I don't usually bring up race and skin tone and stuff like that because, yeah, then people are they're gonna start gatekeeping. Suddenly, they're the queen of the Black community. Jazzy J says, add turmeric, ginger, black pepper, and Himalayan salt to your juices. Also, apple cider vinegar 15 minutes before. Stop the blood sugar spike. Oh, okay. Nice. New Year Exotical said, congrats on the growth. I think I already read that. I'm going to have to scroll down a little bit. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Gia. Blunt Girly, hey beautiful, how are you? New Year Exotical says, the super chats boosts EU in the algorithm. Oh, does it? Well, thank you. Yay. Gia says yes, and it helps with evening out your skin tone. Wait, what evens out your skin tone? I've used apple cider vinegar. That definitely helps because it balances the pH of your skin. Dulce K says, my dad is an Aquarius. They are so fun. My first BF was an Aquarius too. Everything was super lighthearted. Yeah, I love Aquarius. That's like my favorite sign. Well, is it my favorite sign? I would say Aquarius, Pisces, those two are my favorite signs. Do I even believe in the signs? What am I doing right now? What am I even talking about right now? I don't believe in the signs. So it's like I have a very agnostic mindset. So agnostics, we go back and forth. We like to play around with ideas. That's really what my entire channel is, in case you haven't noticed. My entire channel is literally just me playing around with different ideas. And so some people, they put us on such a high pedestal that they take our channels way more seriously than we take them. They'll be like, you guys are making up all these phrases. You guys are talking about all these things that are not even important. And it's like, dude, this is a part of having fun. It's called being carefree. Maybe you should try it sometime. Natalie says, yay, catching my first live. Welcome to the live. Jewel says, I love kombucha. Kombucha. I always buy it at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. Yes, I like the Synergy kombucha from Whole Foods. It's really good. Nicole Angelina says, I'm a Sigma. I require worship. So Sigma, is that like what, like a Sigma female? Like alpha female, beta female, Sigma female? Is that a real thing? I don't know. She said, I require worship. That's hilarious. I love it. How do I go back? Okay, there we go. Now I'm scrolling down. Sarah Brown says, yes, black women get triggered that women are now calling themselves exoticals, especially when it's a black woman saying she's an exotical. That's exactly what it is. They don't like blackness being exotic. That's what it is. They don't like stereotypes being broken. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to break the stereotypes of blackness. You're not allowed to break the stereotypes of mixed race. You're not allowed to break the stereotypes of dark skin. You're not allowed to break stereotypes of 4C hair. So how dare you have any of those qualities and call yourself exotic or an exotical? D, the divine goddess, says you trigger their demons. Max says, I'm an alpha female. Hey, beautiful. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know what I am. What am I, you guys? Am I an alpha? Am I an alpha female, a beta female, or a sigma female? Are those the only options? I don't know what I am. I'm none of them. Sarah Brown says, yes, black women get triggered that women are now. Oh, wait, I already read that one. I'm an Oh, wait, I read that one too. What's your take on your favorite oils to dry brush with? So I've never tried dry brushing. You mean like brushing your skin so that you get the dead skin off? Oh, actually no. I've tried it, but I didn't stay consistent with it because it kind of seemed like BS to me. I'm sure it's not, but it kind of seemed like BS, so I was just like I'm just not going to do it. I tried it once and I was like, "Ah, whatever." What's your rising sign? I forgot what my rising sign is. I said it in the Discord, but then I don't remember what it is. How do I see my rising sign again? Don't I have to do a chart thing or the birth chart? I don't remember, but I shared it before and people were like, "Oh, you shouldn't share that information." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." Nor Exotical says word, worship or no deal. Worship me or get out of my life. That's right, because we are not getting off our pretty girl pedestal. Gia says baking soda for not, but not for too long. Goddess Frequency says you are not allowed to be a progressive Nigerian Omega woman. Wait, what are all these different? What are you guys talking about? Sigma women, Omega women, like Alpha women, like what? So what are all the? Where are you guys getting all this from? Is there a new like TikTok trend that I don't know about? Like how many different types are there? Is it the entire Greek alphabet? This person says Sigmas are A1. What's your favorite movie? I don't know. What is my favorite movie? Ooh, mm, I was gonna say one, but then I'm like, okay, I have some other ones. Okay, I'm gonna go with Legally Blonde. I would say that's probably that's the one I was gonna say. Goddess Frequency says, I think you're more Omega Alpha. Oh, okay, so you can be two at the same time. Okay. So what's the Omega like what is all this, you guys? Would you be open to creating content on saving money while glowing up? Yeah. So I actually do that on Patreon. So I have some I talk about like how to live the soft life when you're poor, how to kind of like get these luxury spa treatments and stuff for cheaper. All of that's in the Patreon. This girl says, Nicole says, Sigmas are almost the same as Alpha, but Sigmas break the status quo and the rules. Oh, yeah. I don't like following the rules. Fuck the rules. I can't do rules. Like, I'm extremely free spirited. You guys don't realize how crazy I am. I quit my freaking job as an accountant. Do you know how many people walk out of an accounting job? And I didn't put in a 2 weeks. I just walked out. I walked out. So, yeah, I don't follow the rules. Like, do you know how crazy that is? You're quitting your job as an accountant to be a YouTuber. That is some okay, so yeah, that's some Sigma shit right there. FI says, love the channel. Thoughts on fake exoticals. So fake exoticals, I'm assuming you mean people that are like what do you mean when you say fake exoticals? Are you talking about unambiguous monoracial dark skinned black women who say we're the real exoticals? So in terms of that phrase exotical, I actually don't take it that seriously. So I'm not going to police anybody from saying it because I'm a huge proponent of freedom of speech. So you'll never see me trying to tell others you can't call yourself this, you can't call yourself that. But what I will do though is I will continue to build this space up for us and make sure that we are getting the visibility and make sure that my definition or my phrase gets out there so you know how like when you look in the dictionary, there are multiple definitions of the same word? That's how I feel about every word. So if somebody has a different definition of what they consider to be exotic, or if they think exotical just means exotic, I don't really care as long as my definition is still out there. Tech says, I'm confused too. Kayla says to figure out if you're a Sigma or whatever, they have videos on YouTube. Okay, yeah, I need to look at the videos after this. Max says, I love pineapple, cranberry juice, and apple cider vinegar. So is it cranberry juice? No, I think it's pineapple juice that makes it smell good down there. Or it makes it like smell fresh. Or it makes it like not have a scent. Well, it shouldn't have a scent. But you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the cootie cat. Meredith says, LMAO at the entire Greek alphabet. I lean towards Sigma though. Max says as a drink and detox. Yeah. Queen Victoria says, "What's your favorite channel for exoticals with 4C hair?" Ooh, that's a good one. Um, I would probably say maybe regular degular black girl. She may have type 4 hair. I don't know if she has 4C, but that's what's coming to mind right now. But, actually, Dulce K has I think she has type 4 hair. I think she's talked about that in her videos. So, yeah, that's what I can think of right now. Meredith says there are videos about alpha, sigma, etc. on YouTube. Would you ever consider moving in with a male while finishing I didn't even finish reading the sentence. I was like, "No." But would you ever consider moving in with a male while finishing college versus family who is deteriorating mental health? So I would well, I think it depends on how abusive which one's more abusive, basically. That's a question you have to ask yourself. I personally prefer to live alone. So I would say that if you don't want to live with your family, it's because there's probably something that's messing up your mental health, but living with a man, it's probably going to mess up your mental health as well. So I recommend living in a dorm or living by yourself if possible. And if you can't afford it, whichever one's the cheapest one, I never will tell you guys to move in with a man. I'm just saying. I will never say that. Is your family hitting you or, you don't have to answer if you don't feel comfortable, but it's like, what's going on? Are you making enough to just be on YouTube full time? I am. So this isn't my only stream of income though. I don't believe in just only having one stream, so I do have multiple streams of income. And I talk about that on Patreon. Indigenous Exotical says she's 11. The trust in yourself is A1. Yes, I actually I have been working on my self-trust. So I've actually read books on self-trust and I've noticed that that's the difference. So a lot of white privilege. Okay, so this is a fringe psychological theory that I'm making up, but I've noticed that a lot of quote unquote white privilege is really just self-trust. It's women who trust in themselves enough to quit their jobs and start their businesses. They trust in themselves enough to go for the promotions or whatever. So once I started tapping in more to self trust, I noticed that my privileges, oh my God, is like a different world now. Gia says, how do you feel about dating married men? I've never dated a married man. I've never been a side chick or anything like that. So yeah. I don't shame people for what they're doing, but yeah, I've never done it, so I don't know. I mean, are you guys sex workers or like what's going on? I'm very sex positive. I don't I don't really have an opinion on that, but no, I've never dated a married man. I've never cheated or anything like that. Bronze Bird says, "You doing the work. Monoracial black man here. Support the exoticals, honeys. LOL. Peace. Thank you." Jewel says, "Watching this while eating vegetable soup. Oh, that sounds yummy. I need to make some." Okay, so I made some bone broth recently because I was trying to get my protein up. I was trying to do like a low calorie high protein liquid, but it was just so nasty, you guys. I couldn't even finish it. I was like, "Oh my god, this tastes so bad." And it tasted so salty. I was like, "Oh my god, this is so nasty." A yacht says, "Have you ever tried goji berry tea? It's good for your health and etc." I've never tried that, but I love hibiscus tea. It's really good. I love lavender tea. Jazzy J says, "It's not serious because if we just made up a new word for ourselves, they would attempt to co-opt that too." Right. Exactly. No matter what you do, somebody will always copy you. No matter what you do, somebody will always follow you. When you are a leader, people will follow you. When you're a trendsetter and a trailblazer, people are going to follow your lead. So that's why I don't get mad or anything like that. I don't get mad. I feel like the only people who get mad are people who fear being replaced. I don't have a fear of being replaced. No one can replace me. So I don't feel threatened like, "Oh my god, I'm mad that this other YouTube channel or this other person, they're doing the same thing as me." No, because I'm not in competition with anybody else. I'm the star of my own world. I'm living my life. I'm going down my path. So yeah, no matter what you do, if you're popping like that, people are going to copy you. They're going to imitate you. They're going to co-opt what you're doing. They're going to hop on your bandwagon. That's called the bandwagon effect. But Jazzy J says it's about approximating themselves to us. Yes, people will always approximate themselves to status. Always. Doesn't matter if they want to be more white, more black, more skinny, more pretty. It doesn't matter. People are always going to seek social power. So if you have the social power, be prepared for people to start strategizing and copying you. So yeah, I'm not mad at it or anything. Ultraviolet says never date a married man based on my personal experience, especially knowing they are lying about getting divorced. They should help pay your bills. Yeah, he's not going to get a divorce. A lot of men marry so that they can have a safe landing space. I will say, oh my god, I'm going to sound crazy right now. Why am I'm just being very emotionally open and vulnerable right now. I will say, today was the first day that I thought about marriage in a long time. It really was. It's because I low key have a crush right now. And so I was like, "Oh my god, what is wrong with me?" I was like, "I haven't had thoughts like this in a long time. Damn." But yeah, I agree. He's not gonna get a divorce. But I understand why I understand why some women could have a crush on a man who either has been married or whatever, because I do think that in order to have a successful marriage, you have to have such a high level of communication skills. Yeah. So about my invisible crush, it's a guy who has really good communication skills. So I have to admit I was impressed. He's an exotical man. So anyway, Dulce K says, "Yep, we both have type 4 hair." Yeah, so to the person that was asking about type 4 hair, Beauty Revolution. Shout out to Beauty Revolution. Be sure to subscribe to her on YouTube. She has an amazing channel, an excellent channel. She says, "Hey y'all, finally caught a live." Yes, girl. First West says, "Ugh, gotta go to bed. Early morning. Hope to catch another live. Good night, pretty girl club. Good night. Get your beauty sleep." Will there be more videos on leveling up in work and career? I can make some more. What do you guys want me to talk about in terms of leveling up in work and career? Like social climbing in the office, flirting with an office bae? Like what? I mean, there are so many directions we can go with this. I heart star. We can talk about flirting with work bays. We can talk about like using your pretty privilege to get men to do work for you. We can talk about dating the boss. We can talk about getting revenge on basic betties. All of those are social climbing and dark femininity tactics that I have used in the workplace. My favorite was when I got revenge. I have to be honest, one of the proudest moments in my life was when I walked out of my accounting job with no 2 weeks notice so that I could follow my dreams. That's one of my proudest moments. It really is. I know that I was being an a-hole to my job, but they had been such a-holes to me. And I was like, I'm going to remember this moment one day. Because I thought to myself, I was like, I feel like a lot of people, they see women who follow their dreams and they think they're bums or like high risk takers. But no, it's really just about taking calculated risks and hedging against the risk. Because when I quit my job and just walked out and was petty and I deleted the files so that my ex boss could have more work, when I did that, I was like, even if my YouTube fails or like nobody subscribes to it, I can just get another job in 3 months. I could just take 3 months off of work and just do my dream to kind of build up my channel a little bit, get a head start. And then if this fails, I'll just go back and get another finance job and keep doing this on the side. And at least I still got to quit this job. Fuck it. I got a forced vacation. I did make sure my bills were paid though. Well, did I? Oh, yeah, no. Because I always pay my bills on time anyway, and I always pay them ahead of time. By the way, that's another level up tactic. I always pay my rent and stuff like that ahead of time. So my rent is always paid by like the 21st. So like I've paid my rent for October already. So the next time rent is due is on November 1st. And also, never be ashamed of where you're at financially because half the people making fun of you are broke as fuck. That's why they're making fun of you for being broke as fuck because they're broke as fuck and they believe that they should be made fun of for that. But most people who are upwardly mobile, they were poorer at some point. So everybody starts from somewhere. So that's another thing that helped me level up was realizing that I don't have to be ashamed. Jewel says, in high school, my teacher made me carry these heavy ass boxes, and a couple guys offered to help me. LMAO. It was so funny. Yeah, so that's something else that I've used is like kind of using dainty feminine. It's really feminine privilege, kind of like how Tyla asked the guy to hold her award. Like that. I've done that. Max says, can you talk about navigating church circles? Okay, yeah. So When you say navigating it, what, like, you wanna get along in the church circles, or do you wanna do something petty in the church circles? I mean, because you never know, some of these women are Jezebels up in these churches, I mean, shit. This girl says sex work. Oh, okay, so you're a sex worker? Oh, yeah, well, I mean, married men go to sex workers, so, hey. Be real, talk about it says, "Mommy, can I sell my body to married men? Like you when I grow up." "Sure, babe, make mommy proud." Okay, so we've got an anti-sex work person in the comments. So I am sex positive. Be real about it. Um, this is a sex positive channel. I do not judge or talk down on whether she's a sex worker, a single mother, a trad wife. I've noticed those are the top 3 types of women that some feminists don't support. This channel is open to all of them. Just because I wouldn't live a certain lifestyle doesn't mean that like other women can't do it. So, yeah. D, the divine goddess says, I'm trying to break into acting. I've already appeared in a short film. Oh, congratulations. She says, I'm working on creating a demo reel so I can start booking more work. Oh, okay. Yeah, like the acting reel. She says, 2025 will be my year of leveling up. Congratulations, beautiful. iHeartStar says, using pretty privilege and developing a good mindset and drive for career and work, and loved your work vids. You slayed every single one, broadening my consciousness. Thank you. But yeah, as far as pretty privilege, I loved using my pretty privilege at work. Oh my god, that was so I used to look so cute at work, like wearing the cute little dresses, like the professional dresses. So what I used to do was I would budget about I think it was about $75 per month for work clothes. So just like cute Amazon dresses with like the little I don't know, like you know how you can get the cardigans or the skirts and like the plaid and all that. So that's one of the ways I would use pretty privilege. If you're beautiful and you have a nice body and you wear cute heels and stuff, you're going to come off as very professional. And then another thing too was having a mindset of speaking up because if you're the pretty girl, especially if you look young like me, sometimes people they think they can talk shit to you at work or like they can talk down on you. So this is a part of why I use my voice and my aggression to get what I want at work. So I'm actually really aggressive on here. I know I probably don't sound like it, but I do use aggression in my favor. You know how some black women are afraid of being seen as aggressive and masculine? Nope, I'm not afraid of either of those things. I love actually using aggression when necessary. I'm a fucking Scorpio, bitch. I like to use my aggression. Okay, so I'll use my aggression to my advantage sometimes in the workplace. And then in terms of like masculine energy, when I think of masculinity, I'm thinking of discipline. I'm thinking of like, I don't know, boundary setting and stuff. So I like to use that in the workplace too. I'm not scared of fitting stereotypes at work because I'm there to make money anyway. I never view my work as like a place where I'm going to be permanently. I always view it as something where I'm building myself up. So it's like, bitch, I'm just here to get my money anyway, so I can invest in my business. So yes, I would like to not work late if I'm not getting paid. Dulce K says, oh my gosh, yes, dressing up at work, being around men at work and seeing how much they respected me helped me lose the sexist beliefs I had about them. Yeah. And honestly, it's so funny because part of decentering men for me, it actually helped me to accept men for what they are. It actually cured my bitterness against men. So you would think that like decentering men means you're super angry at them or like you want to harm them or something. Nope. It actually helped me to interact with them better. FI says, as an exotical in college, I love having people try to guess my race. Always interesting hearing the things they come up with. Also, love having people's heads turn when I walk down the hallways. Yes, get that exotical tax. Yes, you definitely have exotical privilege and pretty privilege. And that's a form of micro validation. That's what I mean when I talk about micro validation. They're actually validating that you are exotic by guessing what you are, and then they're validating your beauty by turning heads when you walk in the room. A lot of people don't realize how much that affects your self-esteem. That's a subliminal. Heads turning when you walk in the room sends a subliminal message to your subconscious mind that you are pretty. So that's very important. A lot of people don't pay attention to that. Gabrielle Nixon says, as an attorney, I enjoy using my pretty privilege and sex appeal in a male dominated environment. I get whatever I want. Yes, don't you love working in a male dominated environment? Well, I know that you don't, but like, you know what I mean. Like, having pretty privilege helps you to overcome some of the harms of patriarchy because you're finding a loophole in the patriarchy and you're exploiting it to your advantage. So you're exploiting your beauty to your advantage. If it weren't for pretty privilege, I don't think I would have ever even become an accountant in the first place. My first the first executive director who hired me was a black male, and then the second executive director who hired me as an accountant was a white male. So isn't that interesting that the 2 account and then actually my first finance job ever was a Hispanic male and a white male that hired me. So isn't it interesting that all of the finance jobs that I ever had were males hiring? I do not believe that I would have been hired if it were a woman. In fact, my most recent accounting manager, she admitted that she basically wouldn't have hired me and that I did not deserve the accounting job that I had. She basically was just jealous. She was jealous because I was able to exploit being pretty and professional and well spoken so that I could jump into a new field that I had absolutely no degree in. So, I mean, I get it. I'd be mad too if I were her. But everyone has different pros and cons in life. This girl says, congratulations, I'm going to Atlanta next month to film my demo reel. I will definitely book more work in SoCal and Atlanta. Nice. Yeah, I know that Atlanta has a lot of jobs for like the black community. So I know that Tyler Perry, his studios are there, I think. This girl says, John says, IDK what it is, but a good pair of shades increases my. Yes, I agree. I love a good pair of shades. So I was thinking about getting some heart shaped sunglasses because, like, that's cute. So, like, why not? But yes, I agree. Like, anytime I'm at the beauty supply or a store, if I come across a super sexy, gorgeous pair of sunglasses, especially if they're very unique or like if they're the perfect shape for my face, I just go ahead and grab them because it's really rare to find like the perfect size, shape, color, and design of sunglasses. So, yes, I totally agree. It definitely increases your pretty privilege and feminine privilege. It gives you a bougie look. Candace says, how do you make the mad gay man bow down at work? So I think gay men can be difficult because a lot of gay men can be extremely jealous and toxic against pretty women. So I notice a lot of people, they're afraid to talk about toxic LGBT men because LGBT, that's a protected group. But yeah, unfortunately, I've had a lot of trauma. I've had a lot of like jealousy from some LGBT men. So a lot of people don't talk about that. So I would say I don't necessarily think you can make the gay man bow down. I would say the best way to do that is to social climb with his higher ups. So if he has a boss that you get along with, or if there's a way that you could social climb within the office as a whole and become friends with everyone else except for him, if he's trying to like be rude to you, that's one way that you can social climb to protect yourself is to kinda, like, make friends with everybody else in the office so that if they say if he says, "Oh, Candace is so rude," everybody's gonna be like, "No, she's not. I just had lunch with her." Silver Screen says, "If a man only wants a casual relationship, how do I benefit financially from this?" By setting boundaries. So if he says, "Oh, I really wanna see your pretty face." "Okay, if you take me to XYZ place, then you can see me." So like you can start suggesting places you want to go or things that you want to do or whatever your boundaries are. Some women will go on vacations, some women, I've never gone on a vacation with a guy that was not my boyfriend just for my that's just my personal boundary, but I have heard of some women who do get flued out or whatever. So, yeah, you can just set boundaries or talk about the type of treatment that you've had in the past and like, how good it was or whatever. So it kind of gives off a vibe that you are used to the princess treatment. You are used to having bills paid. And especially if you talk about your lifestyle, if you look like money, you're more likely to be treated like money. And when I say look like money, I don't mean you have to have designer bags and stuff, but you can just have like, I don't know, a beautiful outfit and just kind of look classy and stuff. Then you're more likely to get treated like money and pampered and stuff. So that's what I do. Miss Donald says, yes, I'm an IT corporate and I too use my voice with more authority. If not, folks will try to walk all over you. Yeah. So you have to like speak up for yourself, especially in meetings and stuff. That's when people love to throw you under the bus. People love throwing others under the bus during the meeting. I'm like, why is it that you waited until 30 days later when we're sitting in the conference room? Now suddenly you want to bring up something that I did. Dulce K says, men at my job all saw me as the innocent unicorn. There was one guy that would nitpick me, but I think he just had a crush on me. He was nice to me in the end. Yeah, a lot of incels, um, they don't have social skills, so the first thing they're gonna do is pick on you. So at my last job as an accountant, this one white guy, he was about in his mid 40s. He was a tall white guy and he was the business manager. So I was the accountant, he was the business manager. So we did have to work together. And instantly from day one, he was a complete asshole. He was so fucking rude for no reason. I had just got there. So I just got there. I remember like I sent an email and then he was like, "Why would you send me this email?" Something like extremely rude. Like he had an extremely rude response to the point where I actually went to my manager and I was like, "Hey, like why did Mike respond like that? Like is everything okay? Did I do something wrong?" And she was like, "Oh, no. He I don't know why he responded like that." Turns out this dude had a crush later on. And this guy, once I talked to him, so what I did actually with Mike was I pulled him to the side. I asked him to come in my office and I was like, "Oh, hey, sorry about that email. I just wanted to make sure like, how do you want me to communicate with you? How do you guys normally do it?" I just said it in that exact tone, just normally. And once he saw that I was a normal human being and once I gave him some attention, yeah, I know, I roll. It's like, "Really, dude? You did all this just to get some attention." But yeah, so once I gave him some attention and I was normal and respectful and he saw that I was actually a polite, nice person, suddenly turns out this guy had a fucking crush. He started coming to my office. If you were in the Discord, you guys saw all of my texts and story times about this. I'm like, "Why is he in my office every fucking day?" And then he'd be like, "Oh, where do you live?" I'm like, "Oh my god." But yeah, so some guys who are incels or they don't have social skills or they're attracted to you and they don't know how to react, they may get an attitude. Tsunami says, left working with catty nurses to a male dominated field in firefighting. Never been happier and more respected. Yep. I do not like working around catty women. I would rather work around an environment where I can use my pretty privilege versus women who hate beauty. Because think about it, a lot of 9 to 5 jobs are filled with people who did not fulfill their dreams. So if you're young, you're beautiful, you're vibrant, you're smart, you're upwardly mobile, you're getting promotions, the basic Bettys are going to be bad. And also, workplaces are filled with big backs because offices and stuff, that's a very sedentary job. So you're going to see a lot of big backs. There are going to be a lot of elephants and whales and rhinoceros women walking around. You know, there are going to be a lot of crazy looking women in the office. So they're going to be mad. Nicole says, sex magic will backfire if you are not experienced. In fact, you coming right out talking about dating a married man shows he is heavily on your mind. So I don't know what that is, sex magic. I have no idea. But okay. I'm scrolling down a little bit so I can catch up. Tsunami says, I'm an ally for LGBT, but to be honest, I've had a male gay nursing manager tell me my uniform was too tight, or my hair was wild and unprofessional, or I was being flirtatious with patients. Yeah, he's stereotyping you based on your beauty. That's why. If you are pretty and you have a nice body, oh my God, don't even get me started on how people police a beautiful woman's body in the workplace. If you have an attractive, sexy body, you know what I'm talking about. If you have an hourglass, if you're skinny or something like that, if you have a nice booty, if you have nice boobs or something, suddenly, you're wearing the exact same outfit as everybody else, but suddenly your skirt's too short, your shit's too tight. And it's like, no, you're just looking at me. Anything I wear, you're going to look at me. Candace says, what do you do when your female boss is catty and you know it's because all eyes and compliments are on and about you? I would straight up confront the boss. That's what I did. But also it depends on how much you want the job. If you want to keep the job, I would confront the boss in a nice, respectful way. If you don't give an F about the job, then I would confront the boss in whatever tone you want. Let's just be honest. Just confront her in whatever tone you want. You can report people to HR. One time, so there was this one cock blocking woman that I had at my job. This is at the job with X Workbay. If you're a part of the Patreon, so I don't know if she saw. Well, actually, she did see my flirtations with X Workbay at the time. She saw us kind of flirting, and so I felt like she became jealous. But this woman was married. She was married and in her 50s. And I'm like, why does she care about a 40 something year old man who's younger than her? Like, is she unhappy in her marriage? What's going on here? But the way that I dealt with her was I started recording everything she did that was catty. So on June 14th, so and so did this. Like I would write it down and then she kept doing stuff every day, almost every day towards me for about 2 months. And then I filed a report to HR. I filed the entire document to HR. I signed it and then I got witnesses to sign it and then I filed it to HR and then I put in my 2 weeks. So guess what? I got a new job. I got to quit that job and then I blew up her entire reputation in that office upon my departure. Beauty Revolution says a lady tried to call me out at a team meeting about my clothes, and the male manager told her that some people have the physique to pull it off. Yeah, exactly. She probably felt stupid. Like, some people can pull off these outfits. I'm sorry that you cannot pull off a nice polo shirt, Gertrude. Like, that's not our fault. Jewel says, no, seriously, I was nitpicked so much in high school for my clothes. Like, I wasn't even wearing anything promiscuous. The double standards were insane. Yes, I remember I got sent to the principal's office for wearing a cheerleading outfit. And it's like, what the heck? All the cheerleaders, we're all wearing the same outfit. Why am I the only one that's getting sent to the office? Nobody else got sent to the office. So, because I'm basically tall, I get sent to the office because I have long legs. What? It's because you're fetishizing me. Nicole says, I was a bookkeeper. Oh, cool. I've done bookkeeping before. She says I was a bookkeeper at an all-male automotive company. One man was trying to be rude, told him to lean in, had something to tell him. I whispered in his ear, I can suck an elephant through a water hose. What the heck? That is so random. Rose says, about the rude gay man, yes, you got to make friends with everyone. I've done that before and it worked, not just with gay men, but with rude people in general. Yeah, a lot of people who work in offices are rude for different reasons. So you have to figure out why they're being rude. Are they being rude because they have an inferiority complex about their career? Because sometimes it's that. Are they being rude because they feel left out in terms of friendships? Because sometimes it's that. Like maybe you're the popular girl and then they don't have friends. Sometimes they're threatened that you're gonna take their job. Dulce K says, "Yep, document it. Harassment is pervasive, so when you document multiple instances, you have a case." Yeah, I was documenting the date, the time, the witnesses. I remember HR, they called like 6 or 7 people. Like my coworkers, they were texting me. They were like, "Oh my god, you reported her. Like the HR called me." And I'm like, "Well, she's going to have to deal with it. I'm leaving the company now, so she has to stay there and work so that she can remain in her 50-50 marriage." And, she's forced to be there in that career. What other job is she gonna get as a CFO? Thank you so much for the super chat, Healthy Green Lifestyle. Wait, I've never seen your channel before. Ooh, another exotical channel. She says, this is a great channel. Thank you. Red Raspberry says, I'm becoming a nurse. I don't know how I'm going to deal with the cattiness. Yeah, so you just have to try to make friends or maybe like have some good mental health practices while you are on your shift. So, one thing that I used to do to stop myself from having anxiety attacks, because sometimes literally there were days when I would cry at my jobs, like, You guys, I've been through so much with different jobs. Like, if you're in these highly professional, highly stressful jobs, it can be a whole thing. So, one of the things that I do is I'll go in the bathroom, I will take some deep breaths. Or if you have your own office, you can take a breath, 4 counts in, hold it for 4 counts out. So I've done stuff like that. I've also done stretches in the office because that helps kind of calm me down and get my blood flowing through my body. I try to always have water next to me because sometimes I would be stressed at work and really it's like I'm just hungry or thirsty or tired. So Gabrielle says, "Girl, I have the biggest ass. I love wearing form fitting work clothes in the office." That's funny. Tsunami says, "What about being ostracized in the younger years? I got sent home for tights and a hoodie when it was pajama day." Oh, girl, exactly. Like at my school, we couldn't even wear pajamas because they said that pajamas would remind the men of being in bed. I'm like, what the hell? If me wearing baggy flannel pajamas makes men think of sex or the bedroom, that's their problem. So it's like, why is it you always have to police the woman? Don't police the men. You don't want to teach the men how to not be pervs. No, you would rather control the clothing that the women wear. Jules says, not the 50-50 marriage. I'd rather be a single woman with cats. Exactly. It's like, if you're going to be doing 50, I mean, I might as well just be single then. And that's why I say it's not really 50-50 because if you offered to your husband, hey, let's move into a duplex. I live in one half of the duplex, you live in the other half of the duplex, and each of us pays our own bills and does our own cooking and cleaning for ourselves. We're still married. We can spend the night at each other's houses. He would say no because that's too even. He doesn't get the free domestic labor in addition to the 50% discount on bills. Um, FI says, yes, heads turning for me in college are a big confidence booster. Exactly. That's how you know you're doing something right. Because it shows that you stand out in the crowd. You're drawing attention. You know, the eyes are on you. Attention is currency. That's a very marketing companies pay billions of dollars just to capture attention for a couple of seconds. And you're already manifesting attention naturally, simply by walking. Just by walking. So that's a very powerful tool that you can use to your advantage, that attention. That's why people get so jealous because of the attention. That is a form of social currency. You can make money off of attention. I mean, yeah. She says, how can I use that to my well being or fit in social climb? So, what are your goals in college? Do you want to like, one thing that I did was, like, I joined clubs. Like, do you wanna join clubs? Do you wanna be popular? That's how I used my attention, my positive attention. I used it for joining clubs, popularity, dating. I used it to get jobs. I actually got offered a job because the woman at the career fair, she liked my outfit. So I literally got a job based on that. I was walking past her, I was wearing a neon suit. I know it's really random. I was wearing a freaking neon green suit, but it was so cute though. Like it was very beautiful. It was very classy. I had like my hair done. Think of like a 1950s hairstyle with like the flip at the end. So I had like the shoulder length hair with my hair flipped. I had like the large earrings, kind of like a 1950s vibe, and I had on a neon green business outfit, and I was at a career fair, and the woman at the thing, she was like, "Oh, I like your outfit," and I was like, "Oh, thank you," and then I was like, "So what company is this?" So you can use the attention to start a conversation with the person who's giving you the attention. So I actually caught a woman's attention. It wasn't even like a male attention. I caught that woman's attention with my neon green ass outfit, and then I used it so I can talk to her and I basically like made friends with her. And then I was like, "Oh, wait, do you guys have any jobs?" I ended up getting an internship off of that. So that's one of the ways that you can use it to like social climb. You can use it as a way to open the door to like friendship or business partnerships, especially if you're very smiley. Just make sure to like smile and stuff. Because a lot of times, if you're really pretty, if you don't smile, people are going to think you're stuck up. So if you want something from someone, like a job or a free drink or a coffee, whatever, smiling is it's going to make that person feel safe because people seek validation from pretty people. They want your validation subconsciously. So if you smile, smiling is a form of validating someone. So that's something that I did to like get attention in college. Deja says, "Have you noticed women who are out of shape finding any flaw in you?" Yes, and immediately gossiping. Oh my god. So I had this one guy actually. He was this incel guy. I remember one time I had sorry, there's like a car beeping. Um, but there was a time where I had one pimple on my face. I had a whole suit on, makeup done, my hair was silk pressed, everything was like done. And I had one little pimple on the side of my cheek. And then he was like, "Hey, Exoticals United, who's your friend?" And I was like, "Huh?" And then this dude points to the fucking pimple on on my face. I was like, "What the heck?" Like, so you bypassed all of the perfect, nice, lovely things about me and you just pointed to the pimple on my face. But yes, women who are out of shape, they find any flaw in you and they immediately start gossiping. All of my haters, all of my trolls, anybody that dislikes me, they all have a couple things in common. Usually they're like a big back, they look bad. They're not operating in their privileges, they're not operating in their femininity, their career goals, they haven't met their goals. So that's why they're finding flaws. So yeah, it's always the people who feel like they're beneath you who find your flaws. And especially at work, like anytime a woman has been threatened by my intelligence at work, I've noticed she has tried to find flaws in everything that I do. The passport says, "I absolutely love your channel. I'm on your Patreon too." Oh, thank you, sis. She says, "I've learned so much from you about how others can perceive your physical appearance." Yes, perception is reality. Perception is very important. It's important to know how you perceive others, and it's important to know how others perceive you because you can actually manipulate that perception to your advantage so you can make money or, do whatever you want. You can get dates or friends, whatever. Cookie Monster. Oh, that's a cute name. She says, "It's not even just the workplace, but it's everywhere, actually. Women are always hating when they don't even know me. I treat everyone with respect and I'm friendly unless I have a reason not to be." Yeah, exactly. They're hating because you have something that they don't have. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm just seeing this. Ultraviolet Mommy says, "So grateful for this virtual girls' night. Happy live. Thank you for quitting your accounting job, Queen." Thank you so much. I'm glad that I believed in this YouTube channel. But yeah, exactly, Cookie Monster. Like, they're hating on you because of beauty. Women won't admit how much they desire social power via things like beauty, status, money, male attention, friendships. So if you look like the popular cheerleader, or if you actually are popular, or if you carry yourself with class, it could be something simple like you have good fashion sense, your hair's cute, your makeup's done, you're young and full of hope. Even that will trigger some women without even knowing you. I Heart Star says, "My mom can be really bitter about me doing beauty stuff. She doesn't like me feeling and being and using my pretty privilege. Any tips on how to deal with bitter people like that?" I would cut her off or I would confront her and I would say, "Mom, why do you always say something negative when I'm doing my hair conditioner?" I don't know if I would say always, but I'd be like, "Mom, why is it that every time I do my makeup, you have something negative to say?" I mean, if you're an adult. Are you an adult or a teenager? I would say if you're an adult, you can say that, and if you are not living under her roof, you can say that. But yeah, I would just straight up confront, or I would just go ahead and leave or cut her off. Silver Screen says, "How to look cute in the gym while getting in shape. The leggings are so thin and look cheap." Yeah, I like to get my stuff from Amazon. I do get some workout stuff from Shein. I do think they have some cute stuff. I like to do workout sets. So that helps it to look a little bit more upscale. It looks a little bit more like I'm rich because I can afford to buy a workout set instead of like the cheap leggings that are going to rip. So I try to do that. Something else I do is I like wearing tennis skirts, like maybe a pink tennis skirt with a matching pink bra. That's one of the ways that I look cute in the gym. Or or Oromtiti WBO says people do that to try to humble pretty girls. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They want you to feel rejected because they feel rejected. They feel invisible in your presence. Tsunami says they will pick up any flaw when you're gorgeous. It's crazy. I had a 10-pound baby and came back to the hospital for work and they were asking me if I was pregnant again. Oh yeah, they were definitely hating. They were just jealous because they always look like they're pregnant and they're pregnant with cheeseburgers from last month. So that's why their stomachs are big. So yeah, they were projecting. Candace says, "What about the attention seekers, the gossipers, start copying and looking out the side of their eyes?" So for the attention seekers, you can uh you can just ignore them or stonewall them. You can do the gray rock method depending on who is seeking the attention because one way to torture an attention seeker is to like ignore them. And then the gossipers, same thing. You can just pay them dust or you can confront them depending on where it is and who's doing the gossiping. Like I've confronted people before. Like if somebody says, "Oh, you didn't invite me to the girls' night out." "Oh, yeah, that's because I thought that you said that all of my girls' nights were boring." Like if they say something, you can just confront them. Dulce K says, "That's actually so lame and goofy to point at someone's pimple." Yeah, it was very much just giving incel behavior. The passport says, "I'm older and I still go through that." Yes, I've noticed that. There is no wall. There is no wall. You know how they say you're gonna hit the wall, you're gonna be invisible. Nope. If you were born pretty, you're probably gonna die pretty if you maintain your beauty. Because I've seen what I swear to God, I literally saw women at my job. They got jealous of a 60-year-old woman because she got a facelift. They were literally hating on this woman. I'm like, "Oh my God, why are you guys hating on Cindy?" They were hating on her because she got a facelift and she looked good. And so even if you're freaking 60 years old and you're pretty or you're doing self-care or you're doing something to improve yourself, people will hate on you. Jen says, "Watching your channel made me realize that me and a lot of the women in my family have the exotical experience." Yep. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for coming to my live. I'm going to go to bed now, but stay pretty, ladies.